got a little project here. I wanted to show you really quick. I've got my construction light here, and I use this for everything, especially when I'm doing videos and it's kind of dark outside or whatever. These lights, they don't cost very much. They're only, maybe $10, $15 at the hardware store. And what I ended up getting was a 500 watt halogen light fixture here. It's not a light fixture, it's actually just a little construction light, I call it. And it didn't last very long. I've only had it for a couple months, and the tube inside burned out. And I got to figure out how to get that bulb out of there and get it replaced. If you've ever shied away from getting a drop light such as this, a construction light, because you weren't quite sure how to replace the bulbs, this short little video is for you. It's really not that difficult, I don't think. You know, I'm sure you can do it. I see there's a screw up there, so I got to take that off, and this top portion is just going to flop down so I can get to the bulb. I want to get you in there a little closer. Now here's the bulb, and I know it's been burned out because it's all kind of frosted over. When they're brand new, they're clear. And it's like, how do you get that out of there? You know, well, on the end, they're spring-loaded ends, and I'm not sure if it's spring-loaded on both ends or just one end. And you have to kind of grab it and push it over one way and swivel it out. So it's going to have to take my time on this and see if I can do it. Oh, here it comes. Okay, you just got to be careful. I probably should have gloves on in case this breaks, you know, but it's new enough so I don't have to. And then it's just spring-loaded on there. Okay, kind of take a look at that and see how it goes back. You know, kind of take it out and put it in a couple times so that you can see how you're going to put your next one in there. You know, if yours is kind of old, be really careful because this bulb could break. You don't want that getting in your fingers or anything like that. Put some gloves on or something. You might even have to spray some WD-40 on the ends if you have an older light, construction light. You know, this one's, like I say, this one's pretty new, so I'm surprised that it's already burned out. Okay, I think the new one's going to go in all right. Now, there's one real important thing with these bulbs. When they're brand new, you don't want to get your fingers on them because you get any grease or oils from your fingers. Just even if you've got your hands washed and everything, you get a little bit on that glass of the halogen. When that halogen heats up, it's not going to last as long. And that could be another reason why maybe this bulb didn't last as long as I thought, because it's been replaced another time, and whoever replaced it might have got their grubby fingers on there and wasn't really careful putting that in. So I want to be really careful with that. Anytime you handle halogen bulbs, you've got to be careful with that. Okay, now I'm going to put that back in, and I can see exactly how to do that. I got to be careful. I got to hold on to it firmly. And I push in one side there, and it spring loads over to that side, and there it is. Now, just like I say, when you pull the old bulb out, take a look at that and see if those ends, maybe the spring is sticking or maybe it's rusty or something like that. You could spray some WD-40 on it and push it back and forth. Use the old bulb when you're doing that to check it a few times before you get that new bulb in there, because once you grab that new bulb and put it in, you want it to go in the first time. You don't want to grab it and really crank down on it and break it in your fingers or you know, between the cloth or anything like that. Okay? Now we can just put it back together. Now go out there and get back to work. That's all I got, but I'll be back with more videos.